Refocused and ready for Chase Field. It's 7 days away, and it can't lose any more points.
Hey, Ricky Carmichael crashed out of the first race. I can't remember the year. Came back to win the championship. It can't be done.
Here's Tedesco having a tremendous night on the number 9 Honda. He's battling with Reed. Reed trying to hold on for points. Tedesco trying to prove he's back and closing in as well. You see the green machine of Tim Ferry having a great night for Kawasaki's factory team, running in the top 5. His teammate Filippo back in 7th.
So Red Dog, the old dog, putting it down here tonight at A1 with the experience, a solid program that year after year, Timmy Ferry is always there, always comes through the pack. Now he's working his way up to Tedesco, up to possibly Reed for 3rd, and a spot on the podium.
The thing about Tim Ferry is it doesn't matter where he is at the end of the first turn. He's not, he'll tell you himself, he starts not his best part of his race. But boy, when it comes to fitness and getting through the race, he will be there before this thing is done.
There's no doubt about it. Reed needs to pick it up. There could possibly be something on the Reed bike that's bent, probably because that was a pretty hard crash for those guys, because Reed's off the pace right now. He's a couple seconds off of our leader, Josh Grant, who's just absolutely flying. And you take a look at the box up there, Team San Manuel Yamaha guys.
The brain trust is still discussing it and how they're going to go about practicing this week and getting ready for Chase Field just 7 days from today. Boy, the folks in Phoenix are going to see a great one, because you know James Stewart's going to come out loaded, ready to go.
So for Josh Grant, what has to be happening going through his mind? This is the race of his life.
Well, but you still got to finish it. He's got an 11.8-second lead over Short. But Jeff, this is Supercross. It's just when you think things are in your hands, boy, they can deal you some crazy cards and yank the rug out from underneath you.
I'm telling you, as the laps wear on, the nerves will start to set in. That's when he has to fight off. He knows he can do it. Remember, I said he can turn as fast as laps out there as anyone. Can he put it together for 20? He's been given a little gift here, okay? But he also is in the position to take advantage of that, to win his first Supercross main event in his first attempt.
Let's go back and take a look at the Progressive Direct Hold Shot replays. This one got underway.
We'll focus on our champion, number 1. He gets out of the gate. Good start, but it was 33. Josh Grant there to the inside. Number 7, James Stewart sneaks by with the Progressive Hold Shot. Great way to start it, but it has ended in a very sour way for James Stewart.
Jeff, in every conversation you and I have had about this season, preparing for this season, we've always talked about the top 4. But you and I both have said Josh Grant's the sleeper in this whole thing.
Definitely. He's on a solid team right now. It's his time to mature, to step up. This is what he's been training his whole life for. This is just an incredible ride that Josh Grant is putting on. Have my fingers crossed for him that he can finish it just over 6 laps to go.
And not just for Josh, but for Coy Gibbs and Jeremy Albrecht. Watch those two guys been over to the shop at Gibbs Racing in Huntersville, North Carolina. Watch Coy Gibbs building pit boxes for the team. Everybody getting involved, getting this program ready to go racing. And here they are, everybody pulling their weight. And they might just steal one away from the biggest names in the sport. The fight here between Tedesco and Ferry continues. Ferry with the advantage right now. 6 laps to go.
Tedesco putting in a phenomenal ride. He has had some tough times here since he stepped up from being light champion up into the big boy class. Now, tonight, Ivan Tedesco really has put together a solid ride, running 5th place. Has to be happy with that.
Told me earlier today, I've done the homework. I'm ready to go. I just got to see if my homework was right. Apparently it was, Jeff. He is really competitive here.
And his teammate Millsap's back in 12. Wyndham, another Honda rider's 15th.
And Filippo, Ferry's teammate, has worked his way up to 6th. Here's Ryan. He won his heat race, Jeff. What does he take away from this if he can finish here at 6th or maybe better it into a top 5?
Well, it's experience. I mean, look back to 1993 with Jeremy McGrath. In his first 2 rounds, he did not win. He won his 3rd round in his way, on his way to winning the championship with 10 wins. So you can't win it here tonight, but you sure can't lose it, right?
Without question. Without question. And even though you might quickly say, well, maybe that's what's happened to James Stewart, don't be too quick to judge that, because we do know that the drama and the roller coaster ride that is Supercross, last year, a perfect example, we all thought Stewart was the guy to beat. 2 races in, he was gone. Then we all thought Chad Reed was just going to be handed the championship, and Kevin Windham took him all the way to Vegas before it was said and done.
This is a crazy sport that we're in here, and there's just so much that can happen. You know, from the track, the motorcycles, all of the competition, that it's just bar-to-bar racing, and how the track conditions change. It's so difficult that this season there just seems to be a lot of desire. There's not the feeling that any of the riders are settling into their position. They all want to be up on the podium. They all want to be winning races. We're seeing that tonight with Josh Grant, number 33, Toyota Yamaha, out here leading his first Supercross race of his career.
And not a factory team, a factory-supported team. A bit of a difference for all intents and purposes. A lot of the factory components that everybody else has, but still a bit of a difference.
Well, yeah, but and keep in mind, the San Manuel Yamaha team that Stewart rides for is a factory-supported team. Not quite sure how the parts selection and the support is between the two, but Yamaha has always been very generous and open to the idea of teams coming in with their own sponsors and putting more Yamahas on the track. And right now, it's definitely working to their advantage. Here's the replay.
Look at what happened between Reed and Stewart.
Stewart made a slight mistake. You see a little delay just as he comes out. Reed definitely was not anticipating that.
And Windham right into Stewart as Stewart tried to get off the track.
Wow, so unfortunate for Kevin Windham, too. Stewart wasn't looking to his left. He was trying to get out of the main line. Kevin was going down the left, which definitely was not the main line. Kevin was trying to sneak by. He was trying to get by there before Stewart and just caught that right foot peg on the front tire.
And you could see so James was dazed when he got it. He took a hard shot in his head into the dirt. Windham now up to 15.
Okay, Ralph. Here's Josh Grant working his way through the lap riders. This is where it gets difficult. Josh Grant just got taken out of his rhythm through that tight tabletop section. Right now, he can't do the rhythm that he wants to. Well, yeah, sure he does. The lap riders have got to get out of the way. A rider like Josh Grant, he's going to be nervous enough trying to finish this thing off with just over 2 laps to go.
Cole Siebler right in front of him on the number 79.
Oh, he's got a top block on him.
Oh, he sure does. Like
it's
we
on the
said,
brake side. It's on the brake side.
Now, what is that going to do to him, Jeff?
If he loses the rear brake, oh, that is wrapped around the right side.
Oh, no.
No way.
Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
Now, the wheel is still turning.
Does he have a rear
chewing it
brake?
up.
No, he does not have a rear brake.
Now, how does he ride with this? He's got a 12-second lead.
He has to go for it. He has to know that he has no rear brake. He cannot let up.
How does he compensate for it? What does he do?
Use the front brake. He's got a good lead. He's got 12 seconds with a lap and a half to go. He has to be very careful going into the turns here. This will be incredible if he can pull this off.
How does he change his riding style to compensate? Using
right
the front
there,
brake.
he almost went high.
How does it make him affect his riding style, Jeff, the way he approaches the turns?
He has to only use the front brake. He has to see doubling through here. This is where the 13-second lead and all of those hard laps that Josh Grant put in route to this. He's coming up to the white flag. Can he hold on?
Boy, look at the smoke pouring off that thing. There's the white flag. What a final lap we've got. Grant with the top block wrapper caught up on that rear wheel. 7.5 seconds between Grant and Short to the checkered flag, and either one of them looking for their first ever Supercross win.
Short just cut Grant's lead in half in 1 lap. Is this going to be enough for Josh Grant to hold on? His mechanic, Alan Ewing, right there, 7.5 gap. This is what you have to keep to the finish.
And Andrew Short can smell his first win as well, and he can see the problems in front of him with Grant. Or if he can catch it, he can take a win away. Or Josh Grant is going to pick off one of the most unbelievable victories in Anaheim history. Josh Grant goes to the Joe Gibbs Racing Team. He's celebrating, but he's not there just yet. The checkered flag awaiting. Josh Grant and Joe Gibbs Racing both looking for their first Supercross wins. Here it is, the checkered flag. An incredible win for Josh Grant and the Joe Gibbs Toyota Yamaha team as they steal one away here in Anaheim 1. An amazing performance by this